In 1979, the music world was in flux. Disco still ruled dance floors, but new waves and early rap were bubbling beneath the surface. It was a year when artists seized one moment of chart glory only to vanish into the annals of radio rotation. From disco divas to synth pioneers, these songs lit up the airwaves before their creators slipped into obscurity. Let's rewind the cassette and count down 15 unforgettable one-hit wonders of 1979 that captured a moment and then slipped away with a single glorious burst. Nicolette's Cruel to Be Kind became his only U.S. hit, peaking in 1979 as a sweet-sounding yet subtly sharp soft rock gem. Lowe had a long career as a revered songwriter and producer, but as a frontman, he never replicated that late 70s airplay magic. Fun fact, the music video features footage from Lowe's real-life wedding to Carlene Carter. And with that bittersweet charm, we roll right into our next track. Speaking of quirky pop snapshots, this next tune took the global map and turned it into a synth-powered chant.
Pop, pop, pop music, pop, pop, pop music.
Number 2, Pop Music by M. The deadpan chant of New York, London, Paris, Munich feels like a cheeky geography lesson disguised as a new wave anthem.
You're living in a disco. Forget about the rat race. Let's do the milkshake.
Robin Scott's one-man project, M, scored a #1 single with this ultra-stylized futurist pop novelty that perfectly captured late 70s art pop weirdness. He vanished from the mainstream almost as soon as the beat stopped.
Radio video. Movie with a suitcase. You're living in a disco.
Rumor has it, Scott recorded much of it in his living room with a minimal setup, proof you didn't need a big studio to make big noise.
Talk about pop music. I wanna dedicate it. Everybody make.
Now for a surprise crossover hit from someone better known for commercials and monster movies. Number 3, Making It by David Naughton. Yes, that David Naughton from Veggie Juice TV ads and the film An American Werewolf in London turned disco actor into disco singer with the surprisingly catchy theme for his short-lived sitcom. Making It climbed into the top 10 purely on groove and nostalgia appeal. Despite that spike, Naughton returned to acting and the song faded as fast as he got famous for it. Fun fact, the TV show it was tied to was canceled just weeks after the song became a hit. But from campy charm, we swerve straight into genuine heartbreak with this next soft rock stunner.
You packed in the morning, I stared out the window and I...
Number 4, Just When I Needed You Most by Randy VanWarmer. A heartbreak ballad born from personal agony after a breakup, VanWarmer poured emotion into this soft rock tearjerker and hit the U.S. top 5 in summer 1979.
Missed you before and now, where I'll find comfort, God knows.
It's warm and sincere, with autovarp courtesy of John Sebastian adding just the right nostalgic twang.
Window and I struggled for something to say. You left.
VanWarmer found later success writing for country artists, but this remains his signature moment on mainstream radio. Rumor has it, he wrote it while stranded in a freezing Colorado apartment.
Missed you before and now, where I'll find comfort, God knows.
Next up, a breezy slice of California dreaminess from a singer who got a little help from Neil Young.
It's gonna take a lot of love to change the world.
Number 5, Lotta Love by Nicolette Larson. With its breezy, soulful delivery and clean production, Nicolette Larson's Lotta Love floated up the charts in 1979. Though she recorded more music, she never repeated that level of pop acclaim in the U.S. This song conjures warm sunshine and easy romance, sounding like you're drifting in a convertible on a lazy road trip. Fun fact, it was written by Neil Young, who also played on her version. Let's crank the tempo now with the Euro disco hit that made dance whores sweat across the globe. Number 6, Born to Be Alive by Patrick Hernandez. A high-energy disco number that exploded in Europe and crossed over to the US. Born to Be Alive by French singer Patrick Hernandez became the ultimate nightclub earworm. He never followed it up with anything nearly as catchy, but that pulsating bass line and celebratory spirit made it an international hit. Fun fact, a then unknown Madonna toured as a backup dancer for him early in her career. And speaking of sequins and mirror balls, this next hit rang through speakers with a wink and a groove.
Number 7, Knock on Wood by Amii Stewart. Amii Stewart reimagined the classic soul song as a disco bombshell, complete with booming rhythm, layered vocals, and visual flair that belonged in every disco palace of 1979. Though the original was by Eddie Floyd in the 60s, Stewart's version became her only American hit. Rumor has it, her metallic costumes were so dazzling they caused minor TV camera malfunctions during live shows. And speaking of sequins and mirror balls, this next hit rang through speakers with a wink and a groove.
You're home. Now, did you really miss me?
Number 8, Ring My Bell by Anita Ward. A disco anthem powered by an electronic drum beat that sounds ahead of its time.
And relax while I put away the dishes.
Ring My Bell was originally intended for younger audiences, but Anita Ward's velvet vocals turned it into a steamy dance floor staple.
Now, did you really miss me? I guess.
It shot to number 1 in 1979, but Ward's career stalled after a tragic accident.
And relax while I put away the dishes.
Fun fact, that futuristic ding-dong sound came from one of the earliest uses of the Sine electronic drum. From disco decadence, we shift to a synth-laced prophecy about the future of music itself.
I heard you on the wireless back in 52, lying awake intently tuning in on.
Number 9, Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles. An ironic, prophetic new wave hit that foretold MTV's arrival before music TV even existed. The Buggles' Video Killed the Radio Star topped charts around the world in late 1979.
You could see I met your children.
Even if, in America, it peaks near number 40 on Billboard. It's a richly textured electro-pop time capsule that felt futuristic, yet wistfully looked back at radio's golden era.
What did you tell him?
Video killed the radio star.
Fun fact, this was the very first video ever played on MTV. Oh, by the way, I will be posting more videos like this, so please like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next deep dive from Retro Rewind.
We hear the playback and it seems so long ago. And you remember the jingle.
Now let's get foundational with a rap track that changed everything before anyone knew what was coming.
Hip, hop, you don't stop. Rock it out, baby, rubber to the boogity, bang, bang, the boogie to the boogity beat.
Number 10, Rapper's Delight by the Sugarhill Gang. One of the earliest rap tracks to breach the mainstream, Rapper's Delight introduced the lyric-driven flow to global audiences in 1979.
Hello. Up to the black, to the white, the red, and the brown, the purple, and yellow. But first, I gotta bang, bang.
And became a top 40 hit in the US and number 1 in Canada.
What you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat. And me, the groove, and my friends are gonna try.
Built on Chic's Good Times bass line, it was recorded in one take and became historically huge. Fun fact, the full version of the song ran over 14 minutes long and was still a radio success.
Hey, nigga, let's rock. You don't stop. Rock the rhythm that'll make your body rock. Well, so far you've heard my...
Speaking of samples and grooves, the source behind that bass line deserves its own disco spotlight.
Good times. These are the good times.
Number 11, Good Times by Chic. A timeless disco funk anthem with one of the most sampled bass riffs in history.
Good times.
Chic's Good Times topped the Billboard Hot 100 in August 1979 before being displaced by My Sharona.
Breakdown, come on. Here we go, y'all. Cherry bombers in the house.
Despite Chic's broader influence, in the mainstream US, this was their one huge single moment. Fun fact, Queen's Another One Bites the Dust was directly inspired by this track. But let's not forget the tender side of disco, served up next by a young Canadian with a big voice.
Come to me when you're all alone.
Number 12, Come to Me by France Jolie. This soaring love letter of a disco tune by Canadian singer France Jolie hit the U.S. Top 10 late in 1979 after she sang it live alongside disco legend Frankie Valli.
Open arms for you, come to me.
It became her defining hit, lush, melodic, and brimming with romantic energy.
Come to me when there's nobody.
Fun fact, she was only 16 when she performed it at Fire Island, launching her to instant fame.
I'm still waiting. Open arms for you, come to me.
And now we buckle up for a road-ready anthem that cruised onto the charts before vanishing in the rearview.
Doing alright. A little jiving on a Saturday night.
Number 13, Driver's Seat by Sniff and the Tears. With a name like that, the band might have expected to go places, but they only had one hit. Driver's Seat is a sophisticated, slightly melancholic rock track with a memorable riff and chorus that climbed into the US Top 20.
Doing alright. A little jiving on a Saturday night.
Rumor has it, the band's lineup changed so often they could barely promote the single as a unit. Up next, a surprising team-up between a disco queen and a doo-wop group brought the drama to the dance floor.
Please don't take your love from me. I am yours forever.
Number 14, Heaven Knows by Donna Summer and Brooklyn Dreams. Though Donna Summer had many hits, this collaboration with Brooklyn Dreams, Heaven Knows, reached the top 10 in 1979.
Talking just for play. Listen to me, please.
Won't you?
And became a signature chart moment she didn't repeat with that group format.
It's not the way it could be, don't you know? There's no need to leave.
Blending Summer's powerhouse vocals with soft R&B harmonies, it's smooth, soulful, and bittersweet.
Only wanna please you, don't you know? Love is what I need.
Fun fact, Brooklyn Dreams singer Bruce Sedano later married Donna Summer.
And to close our countdown, here's an unexpected smash that broke every mold without a single lyric. Number 15, Music Box Dancer by Frank Mills. Amid the disco beats and synth-pop flair of 1979, Frank Mills delivered a piano-driven instrumental that charmed the charts. Music Box Dancer became a surprise hit after a Canadian radio station mistakenly played it on a pop channel instead of easy listening. With its delicate melody mimicking a twirling ballerina figurine, the song reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. Fun fact, Mills originally recorded the song in 1974 and shelved it for years. Sometimes, magic waits for the right moment to spin. And that's a wrap on 1979, a year when a handful of artists burned bright, delivered one unforgettable song, and then faded away. These tracks, from disco floor fillers like Ring My Bell to early MTV now classics like Video Killed the Radio Star, and even the birth of commercial rap with Rapper's Delight, each captured a mood, a moment in time. What do you remember most from that year? Drop your thoughts and tell us which track deserves a remix redux, or which honest one-hit wonder you think should have made it bigger.
When you're on the street, you got to be able to pick out the easy meat.